Welcome. We are on day 24 of the Chronological Bible in a Year. Take a breath and take a moment to celebrate that you have set this time aside to hear God's Word. Let's begin. Job chapter 19. Then Job responded, "How long will you torment me and crush me with words? These 10 times you have insulted me. You are not ashamed to wrong me. Even if I have truly done wrong, my error stays with me. If indeed you exalt yourselves against me and prove my disgrace to me, know then that God has wronged me and has surrounded me with his net. Behold, I cry violence, but I get no answer. I shout for help, but there is no justice. He has blocked my way so that I cannot pass, and he has put darkness on my paths. He has stripped my honor from me and removed the crown from my head. He breaks me down on every side, and I am gone, and he has uprooted my hope like a tree. He has also kindled his anger against me and considered me as his enemy. His troops come together and build up their way against me and camp around my tent. He has removed my brothers far from me, and my acquaintances have completely turned away from me. My relatives have failed, and my close friends have forgotten me. Those who live in my house and my servant women consider me a stranger. I am a foreigner in their sight. I call to my servant, but he does not answer. I have to implore his favor with my mouth. My breath is offensive to my wife, and I am loathsome to my own brothers. Even young children despise me. I stand up, and they speak against me. All my associates loathe me, and those I love have turned against me. My bone clings to my skin and my flesh, and I have escaped only by the skin of my teeth. Pity me, you friends of mine, for the hand of God has struck me. Why do you persecute me as God does, and are not satisfied with my flesh? Oh, that my words were written, oh, that they were recorded in a book, that with an iron stylus and lead they were engraved in the rock forever. Yet, as for me, I know that my Redeemer lives, and at the last he will take his stand on the earth. Even after my skin is destroyed, yet from my flesh I will see God, whom I, on my part, shall behold for myself, and whom my eyes will see, and not another. My heart faints within me. If you say, how shall we persecute him? And what pretext for a case against him can we find? Then be afraid of the sword for yourselves, for wrath brings the punishment of the sword, so that you may know there is judgment. Then Job chapter 20. Then Zophar the Aamathite responded, "Therefore my disquieting thoughts make me respond, even because of my inward agitation. I listened to the reprimand which insults me, and the spirit of my understanding makes me answer. Do you know this from ancient times, from the establishment of mankind on earth, that the rejoicing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the godless momentary? Though his arrogance reaches the heavens, and his head touches the clouds, he perishes forever like refuse. Those who have seen him will say, 'Where is he?' He flies away like a dream, and they cannot find him. Like a vision of the night, he is chased away. The eye which saw him sees him no longer, and his place no longer beholds him. His sons favor the poor, and his hands give back his wealth. His bones are full of his youthful strength, but it lies down with him in the dust. Though evil tastes sweet in his mouth, and he hides it under his tongue, though he desires it and will not let it go, but holds it in his mouth, yet his food in his stomach is changed to the venom of cobras within him. He swallows riches, but will vomit them up. God will expel them from his belly. He sucks the poison of cobras. The viper's tongue kills him. He does not look at the streams, the rivers flowing with honey and curds. He returns the product of his labor and cannot swallow it. As to the riches of his trading, he cannot even enjoy them. For he has oppressed and neglected the poor, and has seized a house which he has not built. Because he knew no quiet within him, he does not retain anything he desires. Nothing remains for him to devour, therefore his prosperity does not endure. In the fullness of his excess he will be cramped. The hand of everyone who suffers will come against him. When he fills his belly, God will send his fierce anger on him and rain it on him while he is eating. He may flee from the iron weapon, but the bronze bow will pierce him. It is drawn and comes out of his back. Even the flashing point from his gallbladder, terrors come upon him. Complete darkness is held in reserve for his treasures. An unfanned fire will devour him. It will consume the survivor in his tent. The heavens will reveal his guilt, and the earth will rise up against him. The increase of his house will disappear. His possessions will flow away on the day of his anger. This is a wicked person's portion from God, the inheritance decreed to him by God. Job chapter 21. Then Job responded, "Listen carefully to my speech, and let this be your way of consolation. Bear with me that I may speak. Then after I have spoken, you may mock me. As for me, is my complaint to a mortal? Or why should I not be impatient? Look at me and be astonished, and put your hand over your mouth. Even when I remember, I am disturbed, and horror takes hold of my flesh. Why do the wicked still live, grow old, and also become very powerful? Their descendants endure with them in their sight, and their offspring before their eyes. Their houses are safe from fear, and the rod of God is not on them. His ox mates without fail, his cow calves, and does not miscarry. They send out their boys like the flock, and their children dance. They sing with the tambourine and harp, and rejoice at the sound of the flute. They spend their days in prosperity, and suddenly they go down to Sheol. And they say to God, 'Go away from us. We did not even desire the knowledge of your ways. Who is the Almighty that we should serve him? And what would we gain if we plead with him?' Behold, their prosperity is not in their hand. The advice of the wicked is far from me. How often is the lamp of the wicked put out, or does their disaster fall on them? Does God apportion destruction in his anger? Are they as straw before the wind, like the chaff which the storm carries away? You say, God saves up a person's wrongdoing for his sons. Let God repay him so that he may know of it. Let his own eyes see his destruction, and let him drink of the wrath of the Almighty. For what does he care about his household after him when the number of his months is at an end? Can anyone teach God knowledge, in that he judges those on high? One dies in his full strength, being wholly undisturbed and at ease. His sides are filled with fat, and the marrow of his bones is wet, while another dies with a bitter soul, not even tasting anything. Together they lie down in the dust, and maggots cover them. Behold, I know your thoughts and the plots you devise against me. For you say, where is the house of the nobleman, and where is the tent, the dwelling places of the wicked? Have you not asked travelers, and do you not examine their evidence? For the wicked person is spared a day of disaster. They are led away from a day of fury. Who confronts him with his actions, and who repays him for what he has done? When he is carried to the grave, people will keep watch over his tomb. The clods of the valley will gently cover him. Moreover, all mankind will follow after him, while countless others go before him. So how dare you give me empty comfort? For your answers remain nothing but falsehood. Thank you for listening. I pray that the seed of God's word will be planted in your heart and will continue to grow.